Good morning, guys. uh, as you can tell, my voice is still trying to recover from Saturday. Still say it's a lot worth it because I am very passionate about my teams and I will lose my voice 10 times out of 10 when I'm in person watching them. But as of right now, I'm still in recovery for my throat, and tonight I will be going to the Chicago Cubs versus my hometown Pittsburgh Pirates. Yeah, and when I saw that, and it's only a 2-game series, which is weird because, yeah, you don't really, unless it's interleague plays, that's when you would see a 2-game set. So to see it between division rivals is very, very weird. I might have to look into why that is, but I will not worry about that at the moment because when I was here just visiting, I went down to the Cubs White Sox because back in 2017 when I was here for my high school chorus trip, we got to tour Wrigley, and I wanted to experience a game, what the true experience of a Wrigley Field game is, because Wrigley Field is Wrigley Field, the second oldest stadium in the MLB, over 100 plus years old. I watched a video of how they even been able to maintain the beauty, but also innovated to stick around for a long time. But I came for at least one game, but the only series they were in town while I was the White Sox, and I had taken an Uber down to Wrigley because I didn't have a car, so I definitely couldn't drive at the time. But when I was in the north side and seeing how tough like that area is driving, just the pain it would be, I do not want to drive tonight to get to the game, and so I'm going to right now go talk and figure things out, how to be like a true Chicago person and take the trains down to the stadium, because I do live right next to a stop, because I see it stop and let people off right at the end of my street. So I am going to go figure out how it works right now, then come back, figure things out, and then just chill out, relax, and then around 3 o'clock get ready and leave, because from what I'm hearing it's like probably gonna take me like an hour to get down to the stadium. Leave at 3, get there about 5, because if it's true, the gates, they're like one of the rare stadiums that they open their gates early 2 hours, because everybody else does an hour and a half. Like, they're like the last team you can watch the home team actually take BP, if they take BP. But yeah, we'll see. But no matter what, it's gonna be a good time, and I'm gonna be sitting in the famous bleacher seats. Cause I want to, like the last time I did, I wasn't sitting in the bleachers, but now I am going to. I want to experience what the bleachers are like, and I'll be there early, so I'll get good seats to it, and probably sit in right field because both starters tonight are right-handed pitchers, so that would be a majority lefty, and who knows, maybe a little luck comes and catch a home run, and it'll be a good time because baseball's America's pastime, one of the most beautiful sports to watch, and all the technical ability of this game. Baseball is always going to be beautiful, and I always love to just go catch a game. And this time, at least save my voice because I won't be destroying it, losing my mind from. And you'll see how when I talk about the game, whenever I release the Cleveland, Chicago doubleheader video, whenever that would be, I explain like just how I was through both games, and still worth it. But yeah, it's not the most pretty sight sometimes. All right, well, I'll catch you later, guys. I'm here getting ready for the game. Get there early, hang out going to be hanging out outside of left field until the gates open, because the left field, where the left field bleachers are in Wrigley, it's well known before gates open. That's where people hang out, hopefully for any home run balls that can go over the stadium, because Wrigley being the second oldest, it's not going to be built that far like current stadiums are, that you can just, it's so hard to knock it out of the stadium, because there's a reason why the Green Monster, a lot of people do it. Fenway, it's pretty easy. Dodger Stadium, that's a rare one. That's not as easy. So do that. And I'm here rocking my old jersey from the days when I was 12 playing ball. And there's a reason why I'm doing it. For those who don't know, Ian Happ, one of the Cubs outfielders, one of their main guys who possibly is going to be traded by August 2nd of the deadline, he's a Pittsburgh native, born and raised in Pittsburgh, and happened to go to Mount Lebanon, which for all my boys, yeah, Mount Lebanon. That one does soak that one in. So it's like rock my Seneca gear, just like kind of get call out to him like 412 Ian Zerland. That's home. But I'm going to end up being rooting for the Pirates. I'll have my Pirates hat with me, other than using it to get toss-ups. But just going to cheering on the Pirates, just root for the hometown. And it has nothing to do with the 16 series, because like I said, Cleveland, like, we've kind of moved on. We got our championship that year. We're still playing well all these years, while the Cubs not so much. I'm going to be sitting in probably around right field, both starters. And now living here, because the last time I was here and last time I went to Wrigley, I just took an Uber because no car, just might as well take an Uber. But now living here, if I planned this differently, then I would figure out how to work the train system. But since I just bought the ticket last night, I'm just going to be driving to the game. So leaving in about 30-some minutes, go enjoy the game, enjoy one of the best ballparks in all of the MLB, and I'll possibly film some, and hopefully, because the bleachers are first come, first serve, I picked the right spot and maybe catch a homer. My apologies if you guys can't hear me, but batting practice is over. Got one baseball, homer up, my first ever home run hit ball from O'Neal Cruz of the Pirates. Tonight's pitchers, Sampson for the Cubs and Brubaker for the Bucks. And we'll see how it goes. Sorry, apologies if you can't hear me, but hopefully I'm wearing my Seneca, wearing my Pirates hat, hoping for my hometown team wins.
Stop. Go. Stop. Uh-oh.
Exactly.
Uh-oh.
Dominican Republic.
I am finally back in my apartment after another fantastic day at a ballpark, especially one of the most historic ballparks that is still around, over 108 years old, that Wrigley Field is. Obviously, Boston, Fenway Park is still the oldest stadium. Hopefully one day I will be in Boston to go to a Red Sox game. Might have to plan around being against Cleveland, and but it doesn't matter who they will play. Whenever I finally go to Boston to Fenway Park, you guys will come along with me. And first things first, like I said, I will show the ball that I caught off of O'Neal Cruz's bat during batting practice. And first things first with batting practice, I'm going to say the Cubs do it right with BP, because while every other team just does an hour and a half before first pitch, Cubs do it 2 hours, which means we get the opportunity to watch the Cubs and whoever's in Chicago for that series, take BP. And with that, how I got the ball, was O'Neal Cruz was, in, one of the first two groups, hit a few. I came close to, one or two of those. But usually players don't do it twice. They hit once, and then they're done until the game. Well, and most stars don't even take it. Like Mike Trout, Shohei Ohtani, they don't do it. But he came up the second time because I was able to recognize, other than how tall he is, 6'7". He is humongous. I didn't get a picture, but I did see him when he came out of the dugout to get on the team bus. He is massive. He is tall. But once when I saw he was getting back in the cage, I went back a couple rows, and he hits line drives. He doesn't get under it where you can run and get under it. He ropes him. And I was in the most perfect position. I was able to read it, and knowing it wasn't going to drop in front of me, I was able to stick my glove out a little bit, and boom, right in the webbing of my glove. Then the game came around. Right after BP went and got this hot dog with caramelized onions, this spicy mustard, cheddar cheese. It was pretty good. I still say Smith's hot dogs are still the best. That's why Cleveland does right with hot dogs. And a Pepsi. Game starts, slow beginnings. That's how a lot of baseball games are. You don't get offense in the first inning every game. Then Cubs take the lead. Then the Pirates. Or no, it was the Pirates who took the first lead. Then the Cubs scoring 2. Then the Pirates tied in. Then the Cubs took the lead at the bottom of the 8th. And that was it. It was a good game. That's all I ever ask for when I go to any sporting game. It's just a good game. If it was a team I was dedicated to, obviously I want the win. I want them to win. But like I said, I was rooting for the Pirates just because that's my hometown. But unfortunately it didn't. But it's not like if it was Cleveland losing, it doesn't affect me as much. There was these kids that were really great that were next to me. They were annoying all game. So the inning and a half, 2 innings, they were gone for. I was a little bit better. It was nice because they weren't getting annoying. Then when the Cubs won, they were trying to bother me. I'm like, what is I've said I'm a Cleveland fan. They are my team. I'm just rooting for the Pirates for my hometown. And it's okay, cool. After a bit, I'm cool, you gotta win. I'm enjoying more success, over 500. Second place in the American League Central. I would have to check to see how the standings were after tonight when they lost 3-1 in Boston. But it's still a very fun day. I always enjoy going to baseball games. There's just nothing better than the beauty of baseball. The technique, the strategy, nothing better than baseball. And I will say for sure, the weather 100% better than when the last time I went to Wrigley for the White Sox at Cubs. It was just miserable, cold. The rain was bad. Wind was so heavy. It was terrible weather that night. But definitely much better weather. And I will say, but personally when I go to games, since I've started buying my own tickets, going by myself, I like to be closer to the action. That's how I usually am. But the Cubs bleachers in the outfield, there's something special to it. And I totally, I loved it a lot more than when I sat 3 rows behind the Cubs dugout for that game I just mentioned. So it was I would totally go back to the bleachers. And I will say, for all those who like to go to batting practice, make sure you buy bleacher tickets if you're going to ball hawk at Wrigley, because you are not allowed in the bleachers even for batting practice. You're not allowed in the bleachers section without a ticket. So just keep that one in mind. But it was another very fun day. Always love going to baseball games. Now it's just time to chill out, shower, and go to bed because I am tired. I was in the stadium since 5 o'clock. Like, I'll never complain about being tired when I have fun going to baseball games. This is the only thing in my life is sports that I feel like that's who I am again. Because since last August of 2021, don't know the exact date, but I don't want to remember the exact date, but I haven't been who I am. Like, I don't even know who I am much. So, but when it comes to going to hockey, basketball, football, baseball games, that's when I know who I am again. That's why I'll keep going to sporting events, no matter what. Miserable, happy, just to find myself again. I will keep going to sporting games. So I'm going to wrap this up here. Hopefully I can get done with my doubleheader, which you guys will see before this one soon, post it before, because the next time I will be speaking through my phone to you guys, recording, or hopefully I figure out with the camera, I will be filming in Pittsburgh. I plan on going home this weekend, see my family, get more things, and then especially my golf clubs, because I need to play a round of golf because I miss golfing right now. Alright, that'll be it from me. Keep it real, because being real is nothing better than being real, guys. Alright, see you in Pittsburgh. Peace. And I did forget to say, I am filming this right before I fall asleep. But don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share these videos, because I want people to keep joining this army and learning to be real with each other. Let's keep it going. So don't forget to do all those. And now, video's over. I'll see you in Pittsburgh.